WhatsApp is a free messaging application for text, voice, and video communication that has over 2 billion active users, making it a popular choice for international communication. But let's talk about WhatsApp's way of protecting their users. How does WhatsApp ensure privacy? 1. End-to-end encryption. WhatsApp uses end-to-end encryption for all messages, calls, photos, and videos, meaning that only the sender and the recipient can read or listen to the content. This encryption is automatic and helps maintain privacy during communication, providing a layer of security against eavesdroppers and hackers. 2. Data collection and sharing. While WhatsApp protects message content with encryption, it still collects metadata such as your phone number, device information, and location data if it's permitted. This metadata can be shared with its parent company, Meta, for operational purposes. 3. Privacy settings. WhatsApp offers various privacy settings that allow users to control who can see their personal information. Users can adjust visibility for details like last seen profile photo and status updates to ensure that only trusted contacts can access such information. Additionally, users can disable backup for chats to enhance their privacy further, since backups stored in the cloud may not be end-to-end encrypted unless specified by the user. 4. Two-step verification. To add another layer of security, WhatsApp provides a two-step verification feature. This requires users to set up a PIN that must be entered when registering the phone number with WhatsApp, protecting accounts from unauthorized access. 5. Customizable group settings. Users can control their participation in group chats by selecting who can add them to groups. Settings can be configured to allow only contacts or selected contacts to add the user to a group, reducing unwanted interactions. 6. Disappearing messages. WhatsApp has a feature that allows users to send messages that disappear after a specified time. While this enhances privacy, it's essential to note that recipients can still take screenshots or save content before it disappears. 7. Security notifications and account protection. WhatsApp has a feature that notifies users if their security number changes, which can indicate unauthorized access to their account. Additionally, users are encouraged to keep their devices secure with locks and are recommended to be cautious of unknown contacts to avoid scams and phishing attacks. Note at the very end of the 7th privacy feature that WhatsApp allows that people that use WhatsApp are encouraged to keep their devices locked and be cautious of unknown contacts so that they can avoid scams and or phishing attacks. Today, that is exactly what we are diving into, the dark side of WhatsApp. And this can include the scams and phishing attacks, of which we will dive into. So don't subscribe just yet, I will earn your subscription by the end of this video. And don't leave a like just yet, watch the video all the way through. And then if you actually like the video by the end, make sure to leave a like. This is going to be a series, so let's get right back into it. WhatsApp has been used for various crimes and scams, including fraudulent activities, cyber crimes, and legal controversies. Today, we will be diving into what are some common crimes that have taken place on the app and more. WhatsApp has been known as a hotspot for scammers looking to exploit sensitive information, steal money, blackmail users online, and more. Scammers on WhatsApp will prey on minors, senior citizens who aren't as tech savvy, or trusting users who don't know any better. So, what are WhatsApp scams? WhatsApp scams are any type of fraudulent activity that could trick a user into sharing personal information, transferring money, or compromising their account. WhatsApp scammers use a wide range of tactics, from basic phishing scams to more elaborate prize scams, making them difficult for an unsuspecting person to detect. Now let's get into some of the common types of WhatsApp scams. Fraudulent account verification. These can be a message claiming to be WhatsApp support or an IT member looking to verify your account details, where the user enters their login details into a fraudulent website. While these websites or messages might look legitimate, they're used to steal your information and then access your account. Prize scams. While winning a new iPad or a free trip to somewhere tropical could get almost anyone excited, these WhatsApp scams are often phishing scams that entice users with a prize. Instead, they'll capture your personal information through a link or urge you to provide personal details to claim your prize. Emergency money. Scammers can impersonate a friend or family member using a similar account and request money to help them in an emergency. What can seem like a cry for help is actually a scammer on the other end of the phone, helping you wire money to a loved one. Investment scams. There has been a rise in cryptocurrency investment scams, with 9% of WhatsApp scams focusing on this. In this scheme, a scammer will message a victim appearing as a friend's profile and encourage them to send money with promises of potentially large returns. Once the money is sent, the scammer just disappears without any real return or investment. Romance. Finding love online is common, but because of its popularity, scammers have concocted long-term scams that can prey on someone who thinks they're building a legitimate romantic relationship. According to the FTC, there are the second most popular types of online scams. While the initial connection might start on a dating app like Tinder, Hinge, a scammer will progress to WhatsApp, where they will eventually exploit or extort a victim. WhatsApp scammers are constantly evolving and discovering new ways to trick unsuspecting users into sharing their logins, account details, and way more. With each scam looking a bit different, it's not uncommon for cyber criminals to combine tactics in both hijack an account and send scammy messages to make it seem more legit. In the first 3 months of the year 2024, a total of 43,797 complaints regarding cyber fraud through WhatsApp were received. Most of these complaints were about pig butchering scam or investment scam. In April 2024 alone, an estimated 19.2 billion spam text messages were sent, leading to millions in consumer losses annually. To combat these types of scams, the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center has joined forces with major tech platforms including Google and Facebook. These partnerships aim to share intelligence and proactive signals to identify and flag harmful digital lending apps, malicious use of Google's Firebase domains, and other threats such as Android banking malware. This collaboration is part of a broader effort to counter the abuse of social media platforms for illegal activities. In addition to these efforts, I4C has been focused on strengthening the capabilities of India's criminal justice system to deal with the growing tide of cybercrime. The organization is running training programs for law enforcement agencies, forensic experts, prosecutors, and judges in various institutions across the country. These initiatives are aimed at enhancing expertise in cybersecurity, cybercrime investigations, and digital forensics. Now, let's get into a few stories of true WhatsApp crimes. NSO Group's notorious spyware Pegasus was used to target 1,223 WhatsApp users in 51 different countries during the 2019 hacking campaign, according to a new court document. The document was published on Friday, April 4th, 2025, as part of the lawsuit that Meta owned WhatsApp filed against NSO Group in 2019. that would accuse the surveillance tech maker of exploiting a vulnerability in the chat app to target hundreds of users, including more than 100 human rights activists, journalists, and other members of civil society. At the time, WhatsApp said around 1,400 users had been targeted. Now, an exhibit published in the court document shows exactly in what countries 1,223 specific victims were located when they were targeted with NSO Group's Pegasus spyware. The country breakdown is a rare insight into which NSO Group customers may be more active and where their victims and targets are located. The countries with the most victims of this campaign are Mexico with 456 individuals, India with 100, Bahrain with 82, Morocco with 69, Pakistan with 58, Indonesia with 54, and Israel with 51, according to a chart titled Victim Country Count that WhatsApp submitted as part of the case. There were also victims in Western countries like Spain with 21, the Netherlands with 11, Hungary with 8, France with 7, United Kingdom with 2, and 1 victim in the United States. The court document with the list of victims by country was first reported by Israel news site CTAC. Numerous news articles have been written over the years documenting use of Pegasus to target victims around the world, said Runa Sandvik, who's been tracking victims of government spyware for years. What's often missing from these articles is the true scale of the targeting. The number of victims were not notified, who did not get their devices checked, who opted not to share their story publicly. The list we see here with 456 cases in Mexico alone, a country with documented, well-known civil society victims, speaks volumes about the true scale of the spyware problem, Sandvik told TechCrunch. Now, it's important to note that it is not clear if the fact that there is a victim located in a certain country means that specific country's government was the customer using NSO Group spyware against those victims. It's possible that a government customer could be using Pegasus to target someone outside the country. And now, with that story done, let's move on to our next. In April of 2019, Faustin Rukundo received a mysterious call over WhatsApp from a number that he just didn't recognize. He would answer the phone, but the line was silent and then it went dead. He would try calling the unknown number back, but nobody would answer. He wouldn't know it at the time, but he would learn in that moment his phone had been compromised. As a Rwandan exile living in Leeds, Faustin was already privacy conscious. He searched for the number online and found the dial-in code was from Sweden. He thought it was a bit strange and would soon forget about it. The number would call once more, but nobody would pick it up again. There had also been missed calls from other numbers that he hadn't recognized, and he would begin to get worried about his family's safety. So, he would buy himself a new phone. Within a day, the unknown number called again. I tried to answer, and they hung up before I heard any voice, Faustin would tell BBC. Whenever I called back, no one answered. I realized something was wrong when I started seeing files missing from my phone. I spoke to colleagues at the Rwanda National Congress, and they too had similar experiences. They were getting missed calls from the same numbers as me. The Rwanda National Congress is a group that opposes the Rwanda regime. It was not until May 2019, when Faustin read reports that WhatsApp had been hacked, that he realized what happened. I first read the story about the WhatsApp hack on the BBC and thought, wow, this could explain what's happening to me, he said. I changed my phone and realized my mistake. They were following my number around and putting the spy software on each new device by calling the same number. For months, Faustin was convinced that he and his colleagues were some of the estimated 1,400 people targeted by attackers exploiting the flaw in WhatsApp. But It was only confirmed to him during the beginning of October in 2019 following a call from Citizen Lab at the University of Toronto. Him and his family were paranoid and scared, saying, "Honestly, even before they confirmed this, we were gutted and terrified. It looks like they only budged my phone for around 2 weeks, but they had access to everything." Continuing on by saying, "Not only my activity during that time, but my whole email history and all of my contacts and connections. Everything was watched. The computers, our phones, nothing is safe. Even when we talk, they could be listening. I still don't feel safe." Moving on to our last story for today. WhatsApp chats cannot be substantial evidence. A Delhi court has ruled in 5 murder cases lodged during the 2020 Northeast Delhi riots. It ruled that these chats can at least best be used as a corroborative piece of evidence. In all 5 cases where the 12 accused are common, the prosecution has relied heavily on WhatsApp chats as evidence. There are among 9 cases filed in connection with the murder of 9 men, whose bodies were recovered a week after the riots. Of the remaining 4 cases, 1 has ended in acquittal, and 3 are at the stage of final arguments and statements of the accused. 53 people died and over 500 people were injured in the riots. In all 5 cases, the Delhi police primarily relied on the chats of a WhatsApp group named Qatar Hindu Ekta. Multiple charge sheets filled by the police also named this group. According to the charge sheet, one of the accused, Lokesh Solanki, allegedly wrote on the WhatsApp group, "Your brother has killed 2 Muslim men at 9 o'clock. Solanki's questioning had led to the arrest of other persons who were eventually accused of the 9 murders. In a case filed in connection with the murder of Hashim Ali, the court, in its April 30th, 2025 judgment, said there were no eyewitnesses and acquitted the 12 accused. They cannot form the sole basis for conviction due to their inherent weakness, and they must be supported by independent, reliable evidence," the court noted, adding that, except for 1 witness, no one else claimed to have seen the incident. In another judgment pronounced on March 28, 2025, regarding the murder of Bru Ali, the court noted that none of the witnesses vouched to have seen the incident of assault and murder on Bru. Another judgment dated March 27, the court noted that it was not sure about the incident wherein Hamza was killed. Hamza is another victim. It added, "And when there is no clarity from the evidence as to which mob has killed Hamza, then it is only a formality to say that there is no evidence on the record to show that any of the accused was a member of the culprit mob." All witnesses in the case had turned hostile. On May 13th, the court of ASJ Paramashala acquitted all accused persons of murder, but convicted Solanki on charges of making statements, conducting public mischief, and promoting enmity. It is also well apparent that the intent of the messages posted by accused Lokesh was to instigate the others against Muslim persons. This act was in fact like spreading hatred from Muslim persons and to instigate others to resort to violence against them, the court said. And that's gonna do it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have not seen the 2 long documentaries I did last week, here they are, they're right here. Go check those out. I think I did a very good job on the editing. I'm trying to get better on my editing and the thumbnails, so let me know what you think in the comments down below, what you thought about this video and the other 2. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more just like this, make sure to leave a like. It helps me know that you want to see more just like this. And if I earned your subscription, make sure to subscribe, because we are almost at 100 subscribers, and I want to hit it before August. That is our goal. So, help on the journey. We're almost there. I think we're 8 subscribers away now. So, that is insane. I started this channel December of 2024. And we're already at 90. And it's only June. It's only the start of June. That is crazy. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will catch you guys in my next video.